That's why I want to know, is why am I here?
Whenever y'all ready.
Yep.
Good?
Yes, sir. Yep.
All right. Sgt Villacorta, Harris County Sheriff's Office Vehicular Crimes Division. So earlier this morning, District 1 Patrol received a call about a major crash here in the 11700 block of Antoine Drive. When they arrived, they found that it involved a Postal truck and a Dodge pickup truck. So during the investigation, what we've learned is the Dodge pickup truck was traveling southbound on Antoine Drive. The male had just fled from a minor accident up the road at Veterans Memorial and Antoine Drive. As he was fleeing, he was going at a high rate of speed. He lost control, and he struck the rear of the postal truck who was delivering mail in the residences here on the southbound side of the Antoine Drive. The postal truck employee, he was transported to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. He was pronounced deceased at the hospital. And the driver of the Dodge Ram pickup truck, he was taken into custody. A field sobriety test was performed on him. He was determined to be, he exhibited signs of impairment. And the District Attorney's Office was contacted, and they have accepted charges for intoxication manslaughter on the driver of the Ram.
So you said that he also was involved in an FSGI, so a failure to stop and give information as well. Was he charged on that as well?
Yes. No, at this time it's still, he's only being charged with the Intox Manslaughter at this time.
Obviously, we're talking about a federal employee, so there may be federal charges coming as well, correct?
There may be, yes, sir.
You've seen a lot of crashes in your day. Have you ever seen a postal truck sustain this kind of damage?
I have, yes. This one was a pretty violent crash. Like we said, we do have evidence that, and we have witnesses that did observe the vehicle going at a significant high rate of speed. And it was a pretty violent crash that occurred.
Was the wreck down the street just like a minor fender bender?
Yeah, it was just a minor fender bender, yes.
Do you know if any of the houses nearby caught the accident?
So there was no surveillance video from the houses that captured the crash. We do have a witness that was recording immediately after the crash that kind of saw the events and were able to give us the video to identify the driver of the pickup truck.
Was he arrested here on the scene, or?
I'm sorry?
Was the driver of the truck arrested here?
No, he was heading home to a different location.
Oh, okay. So
Yes.
was he like on foot
When deputies arrived,
when he was arrested?
he was inside or kind of outside of his truck. He was near the truck at the time they arrived.
So he remained at sea?
Yeah, he was still on scene.
Was he injured?
Just a minor facial injury, but nothing significant.
Can we give approximate ages for the victim of the
The victim, he's approximately 58 years old. I'm not sure on how long he's been an employee with the Postal Service. The defendant in this case, he is 48 years old.
Yeah, we talked to a lot of neighbors that knew the mailman. He apparently delivered mail in neighborhoods for like 15 years.
Yes, so actually the HOA president had showed up on scene and she knew him by name, exactly who he was. So he's well known in this neighborhood.
I'm Charlotte Mays.
Okay, just try to look at me if you can.
Okay.
Yeah. So I understand that this man delivered mail in the neighborhood for a long time. Right?
He did. And he was not only our mail carrier, but he had become our friend too. Because he was the one male, aside from the other mail lady, Ms. Davis, he was the one mail guy that would call you, and then anytime he'd see us, he let us know if someone left their mail in the mailbox for a long time. He'd say, hey, you may want to go by this house because I've been delivering mail there and no one's there. So he would be the only one that would alert us to let us know so we could tell the sheriffs to go by and check on the house and find if someone died in the house. He was always, he was more than just a mailman. He was our friend. He was a great guy. He would be truly missed and just irreplaceable.
Everybody I talked to in the neighborhood around here, they all know him. Everybody knows him.
Yeah, we know him. Not just the mailman. He was Steve. He was Steve. And Steve was a great guy. He was a Christian dude, and he was a devout Republican. And he didn't mind who knew it. He didn't care who knew it. He was always gonna tell you. He was gonna make it known that he knew, and he certainly didn't like drunk drivers. So it's just a sad, horrible, tragic day for me, my family, for everyone in my community, and the people with the post office, because they loved him. They loved him up there, and they knew how Steve was very vocal about his route and about his job.
It's terrible. How long have you lived in the neighborhood?
I've been here for over 18 years. I've been here over 18 years, and he wasn't our initial carrier. We had, Davis was our initial carrier, but we didn't know who would replace her because she was great, and then Steve came along, and then they do the food drive. Yeah, they do the food drive, and he would always make sure to say, hey, make sure you leave your food in the mailbox. I know you're gonna do a donation. So he was always real good about making sure that you kind of did your part as far as the community to give back. So I'm gonna miss giving him the Long Island tea that he'd like to get for Christmas. I'm gonna really miss handing that to him.
So for real, you gave him a Christmas present?
Every year, he knew he was gonna have that Long Island tea waiting at the mailbox for him.
You know, you're looking at this scene, you know, this is horrific and tragic for you, but when you see this, and you see the level of destruction in his vehicle, what goes through your mind?
Well, what goes through my mind is just that it's a small community, but we're a very close community. It's just so tragic. I have two years ago, I've been trying to get him off of the straightaway, because I knew how fast the cars go, and the officers are real good about usually manning this area. They put signs out to show the speed limit. They've tried to ticket the drivers, and so we were gonna set up the UMB box on the side street, and I sent everything to the post office, and they did me the drawing of it. So we're definitely gonna push harder to get that done in memory of Steve, so that the next carrier just don't have to deal with that. It's just pretty tragic. Drinking and driving is horrible. They already said the guy was going 90 miles an hour, and this is not his first visit with the police. He got stopped recently for speeding, but this was one that cost our friend's life.
So do you know the driver as well that struck him?
I don't personally know the driver, but I do know that truck, and I know that truck speeds through the neighborhood, and I do know that he has been stopped previously for speeding. But you know, you can't very well arrest someone for speeding. But today was one of those days that all the neighbors and all the people before Suttonford were saying that he was 90 miles an hour. He knocked the other man's mailbox down. If you look further down, he knocked that guy's mailbox down and ran in his yard. So it's very tragic, and you know, everybody's working together. Thanks to our sheriff department that's doing a wonderful job too out here.
Anything else?
No, just keep Steve's family in prayer, and the USPS family in prayer.
How long do you think he delivered mail in the neighborhood?
I know Steve worked over there, probably for us about 15 years, but Steve worked over there about 27 years at the post office. He'd always brag about how long he was at the post office. He's also a retired Marine. So he knows the whole Marine pledge, and would make sure that I knew that too. I can't remember it, but he was a Marine also. And
well, I'm sorry this happened.
yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.